Sarah, thank you for that report. It is 6:44 this morning. 6 million Jews were murdered in the Holocaust, and that's to say nothing of the millions of non-Jews who were also killed. It's an atrocity that now, 83 years later, we still have to actively do our part to never forget, to make sure that it never happens again. Today, on Holocaust Remembrance Day, we are happy to speak with Karmela Waldman, a survivor of the Holocaust, and her son Joel Waldman. They are co-hosts of a podcast called Surviving the Survivor, which is also the title of Joel's new book coming out soon. They join us now over Zoom. Carm and Joel, good morning to both of you. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
And thank you. It is our honor to have you. Carmela, we will start with you. Of course, knowing the facts of what happened all those years ago is one thing. It's far more important to actually hear the stories of the people who were involved firsthand. Can you just tell our viewers a little bit of what you and your family experienced during the Holocaust?
I was born exactly at the beginning of World War II, so I was almost 1 month away from 5 when the Nazis came to our ghetto and took all the Jews by cattle train to Auschwitz. And my mother, I don't know what inspired her, she grabbed my hand and ran out through the hole in the fence in the back of the house and literally ran away with me. I was a little girl and I remember it. So that's basically the beginning of how I survived.
And Tim, it's important to point out, I'm going to hop in because this is a big point. There are a lot of what they call righteous Gentiles. She was actually taken by a Catholic doctor who brought her to a Catholic school for boys, and she was hidden and protected by a nun who knew that she was a young girl taking a big risk. So it's important to note that today.
They knew if they would catch them, both Dr. Scherzer, the doctor who saved me, and the nuns who saved me, they knew that they would be hung or sent to a concentration camp, also killed.
Without a doubt, risking their lives to try to save lives. Joel, now the book is coming out May 14th, Surviving the Survivor. If anybody's read Tuesdays with Morrie, that classic book by Mitch Albom, I guess your book is going to follow a similar concept, right?
Yeah, so Mitch and I led weirdly parallel lives, albeit he's a lot more successful. But he went to Brandeis University. I went to Brandeis University. Both became journalists. I was really inspired by his book probably 25 years ago. So this book is really unique. It is not a typical, I say it's not your mother's Holocaust story because it's mine. It has a lot, these two words usually don't go in the same sentence, Holocaust and humor, but it has a ton of humor in it because my mom, the title itself implies she's not always the easiest on me. She was telling me exactly what to say during this interview. And we host a podcast together. She produces everything. She's the big boss. So a lot of humor. And it's not just the Holocaust story. That's a big part of it. But it's also, she's a therapist. So through her lens, it is life advice, very similar to that book. And Mitch Albom was kind enough to endorse it as well, Tim.
Well, thank you for that. We do have one more question just for both of you. Of course, we are seeing a huge rise in anti-Semitism across the world and in the U.S., and there's a lot of focus on the war in Gaza right now. Do you have any message just in general to people interested on both sides, both parties, and just any message to the world in general right now?
My message is that we really have to, in most conflicts, in all conflicts, we have to look at both sides, and we have to find common ground, and we have to communicate, and we have to work out difficulties rather than tear each other down and destroy each other. Everything began with that people were judging each other, people were condemning each other instead of trying to understand each other. However, I have to stress it's a very small minority in the universities that goes out and builds barricades, and most of the students try to understand the world. I have a very positive, hopeful sense of the future.
And I'll say something very quickly. Please don't keep your head in the sand. Today they're coming after the Jewish people. They've come after African Americans. The anti-Semitism right now is just disgusting what's going on these campuses. And so make yourself educated, read up, and Carmel will always have the last word.
And they also will come after the Muslims because there are already reactions to this. So fighting with each other leads nowhere. Understanding each other leads to solutions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Joel. Carmela, we wish you well on your podcast, and Joel, on your book coming out again, May 14th, Surviving the Survivor. Was wondering what the meaning behind that title was, so thank you for giving us just a little bit of the glimpse behind the humor that can help, certainly. We appreciate your time. Thank you both.